Hello everyone, this is Stephen Choi. Welcome to Trading with Livevol. Today I'm actually doing the earnings report as well, just because my time is limited. So I want to make sure I got everything in. Let's just go to my trading account, portfolio. So basically I'm pretty flat. I have these two, AZN and IWC, I'll talk about. But overall, all the other stuff seems like they're pretty much right where they're at. Let me go to XLU first. So XLU, yesterday, what I did was I sold this straddle, but a ratioed straddle. So I sold 2 of the June 41 puts and sold 1 of the June 41 calls. And basically all these selling is because of the fact that, and if you guys have been following me, my belief is that XLU is going to sell off less during a volatile market. Because I was checking it out in year 2000 and just in general, and I thought maybe if you look at it last year, it had this ramp up and then basically it stayed where it was at while the market was rallying. So I'll see how this goes, but I think it'll be more stable, and I want to kind of just sell options against it. So that's kind of my strategy on the XLU. Just in terms of the SPX in general, as you can see, if you look at the weeklies, it's like it's not really moving. So just because you're having a down day doesn't mean anything really. Basically, it's just trading in this range. Does look like it's kind of this band is narrowing, so the narrower this band goes, eventually it'll break out. My thinking is it's 2 to 1 that it'll break to the upside, and only 1 out of 3 times in terms of percentage, 33% chance that it'll go down. And I feel like if it goes down, it might have a pretty big down move. So in terms of the P&L, I wasn't really willing to lean long because I think the upside is maybe about 26 points or something, or up to 1900 on the S&P. So that's kind of my general thinking on all my trading. Yesterday in AZN, basically. This guy did this call spread, sold these, and bought these. If you look at it yesterday, the open interest basically is going up. Looks like there's more trades here. Right, so they were selling the spread for like 62.5 cents. I sold 15 of them for 70 cents. We'll see what happens. I read a little bit more about what's going on. Looks like in England, when you give a final offer, it's pretty strict, so you can't give another final offer for a while. But I just read today that they can extend the May 26th deadline. I was looking at the chart. There was this bunch of trading where they were selling these puts. Yeah, it looks like 7,000 of these 85. Yeah, so this guy bought the June 75 and did a 1x2, which might actually not be a bad play. But the biggest trade is this trade right here, this risk reversal. So I looked it up. So you see how this was done at 1025? I typed in underline greater than like 50,000. And then here, you can see AZN 700,000 for 72.10, and it was part of a derivative. So basically, what this person did was bought the call, sold a put, and sold stock. So basically, I just put it down in October, put in 10,000, and basically the risk chart looks like this. Right. So what this person is doing by doing this trade is he believes that it's either going to get bought out, right? So it's going to trade like higher than 87, or if this thing doesn't pan out, basically it's going to trade in the 60s. So that's his bet by doing the ratio spread, is either he thinks it's going to go up and get bought out for over $90, or his bet is that it's gonna go back down. So if I actually look at 50% move, yeah, if I look at this 93, 97, yeah, so basically if it gets bought out, it might be around this price range, and if not, he thinks it's going to go here, but he doesn't really think there's as big a downside, which is a pretty good trade. So he has until October for this to come in. Of course, if AstraZeneca just stays here, that's not too good for him. I do have this IWC puts. It wasn't working out for me too well, but today it's working out pretty well. I did it on this roll, so you see how there's this 3,500. This guy rolled. This is his fourth roll. In my past videos, I explained to him. I explained about his rolls in detail, and basically now he owns these puts, and he's been pretty much profitable every time. He rolled into these for 90 cents, and now they're worth about $1.42. So we'll see what happens. And hopefully it works out, but this is the iShares Russell. So I guess what his thinking is that IWC will go down more than the SPX since it's made up of even more of those growth stocks. Okay, let's actually go to the earnings. Let's go to ADI, analog devices. Let's go to stats. More puts than calls. Basically, it's implying a 3.4% move, and last four earnings it moved 2%. And if you look at the last four earnings, you basically push, loss, loss, loss. So basically, owning the straddle on this one in the past four, it has been kind of a loser. So we'll see what happens. But it's expecting a 3.4% move, moved an average of 2%. In terms of looking at the trades itself, really nothing much except this guy, these trades right here where you're selling the June 49 puts and the June 55 calls. 49 puts, 55 calls. Seems actually like a good trade. And the funny thing is they trade it all separately. Let me actually see what they are. June. So these are 45.50. Yeah, I'm just looking at it. It's not that something's wrong with it. I'm just thinking. So if I sold the 55 calls and the 49 puts. Basically, it's 87 cents. And I'll do that twice. Actually, let me do it. Yeah, so I'm going to sell that strangle. I'll see if that works. Next one is Salesforce. Let's see, Salesforce stats, 50th percentile. Basically, it's implying a 5.8% move. Last 4 earnings, it moved 7.2%. And more calls than puts. Looks like people want to sell these 60 calls. These, don't know why. Maybe they know that's not going to go. And then for some reason, they're buying these calls. So in the end, you know, it's 4 cents, so it's not really that great. Let me go to AEO. Oh, so these high beta stocks usually has gone down. So we'll see what happens here. Like I said, like these stocks, it might actually be better to trade after earnings than before. Let me go to AEO. Oh, let me actually give you the last 4 earnings. Lost money, made money, lost money, lost money. So basically, selling the strangle or the straddle worked out here as well. AEO. Last 4 earnings, lost, pushed, made, lost. More puts than calls. Looks like they like buying these June, August. Yeah, so they're basically buying a lot of puts, looks like, which makes sense. I think this company has had some tough times, and maybe people are expecting more bad news, and so maybe they're betting that it's going to go to $10. Let's see some of these calls. Yeah, so it looks like they're just mostly buying puts. It's at the 54th percentile, so it's not that huge. AEO expecting a 5.8% move. Last 4 times it moved 7%, so it might be worth buying some puts on this one in some format. I'm almost even tempted to sell this for 40. Well, it seems like the best sale. Let me actually look at the chart here. 12s. Yeah, nothing really speaking out to me that I should do any of this stuff. Yeah, but maybe you can do some put spread. But you know, to me, it doesn't seem like it's that much. Lows. Let me check HD real quick because they had earnings today. It was pretty good. Okay. So they're gonna have earnings. Let's look at the earnings chart. Lost money, push, lost money, push. So selling pretty much the way to go, looks like. Pretty even. implying a 4.2% move, and it's moved 4.2%. So basically, it's not really giving anything really. Okay, let me go to target. Options. Cancel. Okay, looks like they're buying the 5560 strangle. So target, it's implying 3.1% move, and it's moved an average of 4.5%. Yeah, so pretty split. Let me go to target. It looks like it's trending down a little. Order flow is neutral. 66 percentile. Last 4 earnings. Push, 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 made. So it's actually implying a smaller move than it usually does. So maybe if that trend continues, maybe it's a decent one to buy, which is probably why this guy bought the May 5560. Let me look at it. $55.60 for 49 cents. That's 30. Yeah, so it's 43 cents now. So you can actually buy it for cheaper. 55.60. Looking at the chart right now, 55.60. I mean, it definitely looks like it can move outside that range for sure. Let me actually see if I can put in a bid. So I'm going to buy 5 for 44 cents. And see what happens. Okay, last one, Tiffany's. All right, Tiffany's earnings. Last 4 earnings, lost, pushed, made, maybe lost or pushed. I would say lost. If I look at the stats, it's at the 63 percentile. Way more calls to puts. Looks like this is sold this May 90.93. Let's actually see what that is. See when they traded this thing. All right, so maybe they're selling this. So basically selling this and buying, yeah. So let's say selling 5,000 of these and then buying, I'm just going to round it up, 10,000 of this. Basically, you have this risk chart. Right, so essentially, if it stays right here, it's no good. You kind of want it to be away from, so it has to be higher than like 95.90 or lower than 88. Right, so basically here or lower, or if it goes up, it's going to go up a ton, right? So let's actually see. Yeah. So he did it for 40 cents, sold one and bought two. Let me actually see this one. Yeah, the reason it went so wide here is a little puzzling to me. But let's say I sold one and I bought two. I don't think I'll get the same price. Yeah, 40 cents is pretty good. So I probably won't do anything. If I could do it for 40, maybe I'll do it. But since nothing happened. Oh, so Tiffany is implying let's see, it's implying 4.2% move, and it's moved an average of 3.5%. So there you go. Working trades. Basically, I have a target, ADI. We'll see if I get filled on either one of those. I am trying to sell more puts in AZN because people came in to sell the puts, but these prices are way off now. I think the volatility came down a little bit. Yeah, the offer at 370 now, so most likely I'm not going to get filled. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully your trading goes well, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Take care.